Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how you manage leads through MyMedLeads.com. Once you're logged into the system, you'll notice at the bottom that there's a section called Activities. And Activities is where we show all the different tasks that need to be done for the day. As you'll see that the first two have a little fire next to them. A fire means that a lead is a hot lead, meaning that it just came in. It could have come in through your website or a directory website where you're listed. And hot leads typically haven't called if they're still listed here on the activities section. So what I do first is that I come and I click on call now. And the moment I click on call now, it'll show me the phone number to the lead. But more importantly, it'll track what time the lead was called. That way I can see the difference between the time the lead arrived to the time it was called. I can also see where the lead was posted, what website, if it came online. And once I speak to the client, I can also get further information about where they saw our website. So if it was a TV ad, I'll be able to record that. We have a section for procedures. The procedures that show up depend on what type of doctor you are. So if you're a chiropractor or a dentist, you would see a list of procedures for your industry. And then in the middle section is where I can either schedule a patient if they're ready to schedule. And we do that by selecting the doctor, the location if you have multiple offices, the date and time of that consult. Once I leave it at scheduled patient, I can go to the bottom and hit save, and it would start a whole process of sending emails to the client with information about the appointment. Specifically, it would send a map from their home to the doctor's office. If they're not ready to schedule, I can also set a reminder. So let's say that they ask me to call them back at a later date. So I can come in here and basically select a call for January 26th. And on that day, then I would receive a reminder to call them. Sometimes they're not ready to schedule. I also don't need to set a reminder. Maybe I just need to set a note. So if they're going to call me back or they have to check to see if their insurance is still valid, or for whatever reason I just want to put a note, I can type a note in the description box and then I can hit save, and it would still save that we had the conversation. I can mark each call as an outbound or inbound call. The system also allows me to send emails, so if I go to the bottom I can click on send email, and what that does is that it opens up basically an email client, so I can go in there and type the email. So once I have the client open, I can start typing the subject and the body of the email. Now, one of the things that happens is that, as any practice knows, you end up writing the same emails over and over. So what we did is that we created a section called Select Template. And if you click on Select Template, it opens up emails that you've saved in the past. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to show the left message. So every time you call a client and the client doesn't answer, you want to send out this email. So if I click on left message, it automatically pre-populates the email with all your information and your signature. And at that point I can just hit send, and the email is sent, and that email now gets added to the history for this patient.